What's up guys, Card Protagonist here, and today I'll be doing a deck profile on the Dragon Wolf 5th Omni deck from the brand new cards from Evolution and Mutation. So Drum and Friends has got a brand new support from the set, which gave them an upgrade. So today I'll be doing a deck profile on how this deck works and why I use certain cards. So mainly focusing on introducing the new cards from the set to you guys, so you guys can build a very own 5th Omni deck. So, without further ado, let's go to the deck profile. So, what's so special about the 5th Omni deck? 5th Omni has been a very popular deck since its release, its debut on the 100 Demon series. 5th Omni has survived for a very long time, even until all the way to the X series. The reason why is because Drum is a very good control card, while it has a lot of great cards to offense as well, because it is a triple Gao formation, so you will be aggressive while having good board control with Drum's ability to destroy monster when you have dealt damage, and damage will be dealt definitely through your opponent's attacks, and we call it self-damaging. So self-harm actually gives you an advantage, and with weapons you can actually heal yourself when you self-harm. So that's why 5th Omni has been keeping up the meta really well throughout the years. So without further ado, let's get on deck profile. The buddy we have here is Drum, the OG 5th Omni Drum. So he's the very basic form of the 5th Omni series. So when Grandpa Tembu gave him his abilities, he became the 5th Omni Drum. Ability is he cannot be called a center, which is fine because it is a Gao formation deck after all. Call costs 1 gauge and put top card of the deck into the soul. So it has great soul guard. Your opponent has to attack it twice to kill it. It's very good stats of 6-3-5. Kind of looks like 8, but it's actually 6-3-5. And his main ability is when you have dealt damage and you have 6 life or less, which is very easy. Usually, when you're playing this deck, you try to not gut early game until you hit 6 or less. Once you hit that number, the magic number, the sweet spot number, you start using your Dragon Cheese to protect your life, and that's how you play it. 5th Omni. So you do not gut too early in this deck. So when you're 6 damage or less, you can destroy opponent's monster. Very good ability. This ability can activate both on your turn or your opponent's turn. And it's not once per turn, so if your opponent continues to do more damage to you, you basically just board wipe them. So Drum is a very good card. And here we have the very nice secret flag for the Dragon Wolf Drum. I kind of miss Drum, he's a nice buddy actually. So first off, we play 1 copy of Grandpa Tembu. Grandpa Tembu has gotten an upgrade from this set. His ability is really sick. So he's a size 3 monster with 6/3/6 stats, which is fine. But his main skill is his ability to destroy. Call costs 2 gauge. When this card enters the field, choose any number of cards with power on your opponent's field. If the total is 15,000 or less, destroy all chosen cards. Alright, the thing to note is you can also choose weapons. You can choose weapons basically. That's a very good thing because 15,000 is a huge number. You could probably just board wipe every single. You got a size 2, size 1, size weapon. You can just destroy every single card. It is a very good control card. And I play 1 copy of him because he's the grandpa of the deck, and he's just very nice to play. I love using his early game when my opponent set out his board and you go for his Gao formation. Like maybe you're fighting against Butts, you summon this, destroy his whole field at the cost of 2 gauge. That is total value, and it's a very good card. Overall, I'm very happy with Tembu's upgrade. Alright, let's go to size 2. So 4 copies of the secret pack Drum. 5th Omni Successor Drum. He has a full art. This is very nice. So his ability is can be called a center, similar. So this is the upgraded form from the OG OG Drum. Because OG Drum, there's 2 forms of Drum. One is the Super Kaiser Drum, which you have to put on top. I have a copy of that in the deck. His ability is call cost, put the top card of the deck into his card soul and pay 1 gauge. So it's similar to the old Drum. When you are dealt damage, you can choose and use one of the following effects. For this turn, this card gains double attack. So great, because now not only you have the ability to control the board, you have the ability to rush as well. And this ability is not once per turn, so you can get double attack, then you activate second ability. If you have 6 or less life, destroy size 2 or lower monster on your opponent's field. So you can not only gain double attack for offense, you gain defensive abilities which you will be able to pop opponent's monsters. A very good ability. He has Soul Guard as well. So a double attacking Drum is amazing. Alright. So next one we play the OG Drum. So 4 copies of OG Drum. This is a reprint with alternate art. I really love his art. He's showing off his blade. So as I previously mentioned, if you're 6 life or less after taking a damage, you can pop one of your opponent's monsters. Really good ability for control. And since you're going for Gao formation, you'll be dealing a lot of damage to your opponents. And finally, 2 copies of the brand new Kaiser Drum. This Kaiser Drum is really good. His ability is put this card on top of a monster with drum and pay 2 gauge, so you will have to put it on top of drum. But the good thing is the drum will have a lot of soul, I guess. So you have 1 soul guard, then you have drum, put it on top of drum. So there's a triple soul guard monster, and he has great abilities. When you're dealt damage, you can choose a card on your opponent's field, and you may put a card with the 5th Omni from your drop zone into the bottom of that. You do destroy the chosen card. So you can choose an opponent card. You can choose a card. It's not only a monster. You can pop items as well. It's very good. So and we play tons of Omnis in this deck. I play all these. My size 2 and Grandpa Tambu is actually 5th Omni lots. So you can like return them to the bottom of the deck. Then you can pop a card. Yeah, and his steadfast bound. If your life to become 0, you can discard a soul from this card. If you do, life become 1. So if you were to be OTK, you can like revive. So it is a card definitely useful with many souls, because you can survive 2 times dying. It's very, very useful, especially if you know to play properly. It's a very, very good ability. And he has double attack and soul guard. So yeah, he has a double attacking drum that can control the board, that can revive. It is an amazing card overall. So I play 2 copies because you can only put on top of a drum. So I don't play a lot of drums. I mean I don't play size 1 drum, so I only can put it on top of the OG drum or the secret pack drum. Alright, let's go on to size 1s. 4 copies of 5th Omni Cavalry Dragon Disciple, Handgun of Sand Cane. It's a very, very interesting card. When you're dealt damage, you can charge 1 gauge and gain 1 life. So it is similar to the girl. This is the boy version, this is the girl version. So you take damage from any of the cards. We have lots of cards that trigger damage, such as Grandpa Tambushu, Drago Guards, 5th Omni Light, weapon. Even the item takes damage, so you can also trigger abilities. So it's great. So it's just basically for free charge and draw. 4 copies. That looks nice as well. 4 copies of Staff Arachid. It's a classic 5th Omni card, and she is one of the cutest dragons in my opinion. She cannot be called center. When you're dealt damage and you have no monster in the center, you can move this monster to center, so you can protect yourself 1 time. When this card is destroyed, you can charge 1 gauge and gain 1 life. So it's a good defensive card. The size 1. And finally, a pair of Grandpa Tambu SD. Really cute. When this card enters the field, you can destroy a size 1 monster or put a soul from a card of opponent's field into the drop zone. So it's good mostly for removal. I play him because he has the Omnilord symbol and he has removal. Alright, finally for spells. 3 green Dragon Shield, Gao's favorite card. Always gets him out of trouble, so I play 4. For blue Dragon Shield. Another set of Dragon Shields, but this time this doesn't charge you a gauge. 4. Lord's Dragon Shield. So this is the 5th Omni Team Dragon Shield. It's a double rare now. I really love the art. The art's amazing. Like the artist for Panda Graphics did a good job on Gao's angry face. So yeah, you basically nullify the attack and take 1 damage. This card can be nullified, so your opponent can use spell nouns against you. Use this, you deal 1 damage to yourself, trigger Drum's ability, destroy 1 of your opponent's monster. So you block 1 damage, you block the attack, you take 1 and you can destroy a monster. It is very, very powerful with the 5th Omni deck. Okay. Drago Guards. This card is really good to use. I would recommend you to use it, especially if you have a drum on the field. Because you will be able to take 1 damage first, then heal 3, so you can still trigger the pop abilities, or you can still gain life with the Sand Cane Staffs. Yeah. And again, it's basically gain 3 life, so you can use this to trigger any of your 5th Omni skills while gaining life. So it's basically kind of like a Dragon Shield. Since you're playing a open center base deck, I definitely recommend you to have some more defenses. 2 copies of the brand new card, Drago Bright 5th Omni Light. This card is actually really good. First, you take 1 damage, which is cool because there are many cards that... Okay, there's one good card in this deck we play is the Dagger. This dagger allows you to heal back whenever you take a damage once per turn. So basically, you take a damage from him, you can just get it back. So it's a free cost. So take 1 damage, put the top card of the deck into your gauge, then so that's charging 1 gauge, then put up to 1 monster if you Omni from your drop zone into your hand. It's good because it's a retrieval that gives you a free gauge. So it's something like the Moonlight Reflection for Ancient World. It's a very, very good card. And the art's amazing. For the weapons, you play 4 copies of Dragon Emperor Fang. Emperor Fang is one of the best 5th Omni weapons. It's a 3 crit weapon that equip cost, pay 1 gauge and you take 1 damage. So take 1 damage, you can trigger nice stuff abilities. If you are dealt damage other than an attack, so effect damage such as spell abilities like these, you can heal 1. You can take the damage then you heal 1, so you can still trigger abilities, and you basically trigger ability for free. You can only be used once per turn though, but it's a very, very good card because you usually want the extra crit, so that because since your monster already bought clear easily, you just want to go face with high crits. 4 copies is the brand new weapon. The reason why I play 8 weapons is because you're playing a Gao formation deck. Without weapon, you are losing out on the advantage of playing the Gao formation deck. So this is an interesting weapon. Pay 1 gauge and take 1 damage, trigger abilities. If you'll be dealt 3 damage or more, the damage reduced by 1. That could include impacts. Some impacts deal 3 damage, you reduce by 1. So it's actually pretty life-saving. If you're dealt damage other than an attack, you can put the top card of the deck into your gauge, and this turn, this card gives us plus 3k power. So it's a free charge. It's like a Steelfish Dragon Knuckle, gives you a free charge whenever you take damage. So you trigger abilities, can charge on free gauge. That's great. So finally, we have played 4 copies of the Impact Dragonlord Initiation Giga Howling Crusher. It is one of the most fearful Dragon World impacts today because the fact that it is able to deal 6 damage easily. It's a 3 gauge for a 6 crit impact. So you can only cast this card if you have a Buddy monster or a monster with drum on the card name on the field. So since you play a drum deck, you definitely will fulfill this condition easily. And you have an item equipped. So usually we play, this is why you must get your equips. So pay 3 gauge, deal damage to your opponent equals to the total critical of a monster on an item on the field with on a monster and an item on the field. So basically you combine the crit of these two, that's 6 crit. 3 gauge for 6 crit impact that cannot be reduced. It is very powerful. Right. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my deck profile on the 5th Omni deck. If you'd like to buy Buddyfight decks, be sure to check out buddy-mart.com. Links in the description down below. So if you want to have a nice competitive deck, be sure to check them out. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out and love you guys. Rawr.